it wants peace with us.
Keep going! You're close! Faster! The door is closing! Now! They're everywhere! Stay on course! They're closing in! Hold on! Incoming left! We can't keep taking! Don't stop! Keep going!
If you're looking for a new way to make money on YouTube with AI, this might be one of the most interesting opportunities right now. AI-generated movie trailers. Think about it. You create trailers for movies that don't exist yet. Horror films, sci-fi films, fantasy worlds, action stories, and you turn them into short cinematic videos that people actually want to watch. And if the videos perform well, this can become more than just content. It can become a channel, a brand, a portfolio, and eventually a source of income through YouTube ads, sponsorships, affiliate links, selling prompts, selling workflows, and even AI video services. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick shortcut, but it is a real creative business model if you do it properly. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to create one of these AI movie trailers step by step. Now, here's the cool part. When we make a trailer like this, we're not starting with images. No first frame, no reference frame, no pre-made visuals. We're starting from pure text. Basically, we're going text to video first, which is not the usual workflow. And after Seedance generates that first video, we're going to build on top of it step by step. I'll show you exactly how we continue from that video in the next part. But first, here's what you need to do. Take this prompt template. I'll leave it for you in the description. Then add your own story idea. Add the duration of the scene. And we're going to use Seedance 2.0 to generate the first version of the video. After that, take this template and paste it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will turn your simple idea into a clean, cinematic, production-ready prompt that you can use directly inside Seedance 2.0. So instead of sitting there guessing what to write, you let ChatGPT build the perfect prompt structure for you. And trust me, this makes the whole process way easier, way faster, and the final result looks much more cinematic. Alright, now let's move to a free website you can use to generate Seedance 2.0 videos. The website is called roboneo.com. Once you're there, create a new project. Then add the video reference node. Inside that node, choose the Seedance 2.0 video model. Now take the prompt we just generated with ChatGPT, paste it right there, and run the generation. And just like that, your Seedance 2.0 video will start generating. A few moments later, you'll have the video in front of you, ready for the next step.
It's peace with us.
And like we mentioned earlier, this first video is the foundation for everything we're going to build next. So now, go to FreePic. Open a new space. Then upload the first video we generated with Seedance 2.0 into that space. This video is going to act as our starting point, our visual base, and the main reference for the next steps. So don't skip this part, because from this point on, everything we create will be built around this first generated video. Now, add a new node called Media Extractor. This is a new node that was recently added to FreePic, and honestly, it's super useful. It allows you to pull out any frame you want from the video you uploaded. So instead of trying to screenshot the video manually, you can use Media Extractor to extract a clean frame directly from the clip. This is important because we're going to use these extracted frames as references for the next parts of the workflow. And now, here's the magic. This is the little trick that makes a huge difference. Go ahead and extract a few frames of your main character from the video. Once you've got at least 2 good images of her, take those images and use this prompt with Nano Banana. What you want is a 3-panel character sheet for the same female lead. In the first panel, show her full body from the front. In the second panel, show her full body from the back. And in the third panel, create a close-up portrait of her face. This gives you a clean character sheet that helps lock in her identity, so when you keep generating more shots later, the character stays much more consistent. Now do the exact same thing for the alien creature. Write a prompt that tells Nano Banana to generate a 3-panel character sheet for the alien. The first panel should show the full body from the front. The second panel should show the full body from the back. And the third panel should be a close-up of the face. Then connect the frames that contain the alien creature as your references, and generate the character sheet. This gives you a clean visual reference for the alien, so you can keep its design consistent in the next shots, just like we did with the main character. And as you can see, with this step, we were able to extract a full character sheet for both the female lead and the alien creature. And the crazy part is, we didn't create these characters from scratch. We pulled them directly from the frames of the video we generated earlier. So now we have clean character references for both of them. This means the next shots can stay much more consistent, because we're no longer relying on random text prompts only. We now have actual visual references from our own generated video. Now there's only one step left. We need to get the final frame from the video as a still image. So go back to the video extractor node, move the cursor all the way to the very last frame of the clip, and then extract that frame. This will give you the final frame of the video as an image. And this image is important because we're going to use it as the ending visual reference for the next stage of the workflow. After that, connect this image to your image generation node and choose Nano Banana as the model. Then connect the character sheet of the female astronaut and also the character sheet of the alien creature. Now in your prompt, tell Nano Banana to upscale the image to 4K and to use both character sheets as spatial reference guides so the identities stay consistent. Then hit Generate. And just like that, you'll get the final frame, now rebuilt in much higher quality. And this is where the workflow gets really powerful, because that final frame now becomes the beginning of the story we're about to continue. Now, what's the real value of this first frame? This is where things start getting really interesting. From this frame, we're going to use a very powerful node called Variations. Inside the settings of that node, choose the storyboard option. Then go to ChatGPT and ask it to generate a prompt for a storyboard that continues the escape scene. Once you get that prompt, paste it into the storyboard node and run the generation. And just like that, you'll generate a full storyboard for the next scene. So instead of guessing what happens next, you're using the first frame as a visual anchor to continue the story in a much more controlled and cinematic way. Now we're going to jump back to roboneo.com so we can use Seedance 2.0 again. But this time, we're doing it differently. This time, the storyboard becomes the main input for building the next scene. So go ahead and use the video reference node again, and like usual, we'll use ChatGPT to generate the prompt for the next scene we want to create with Seedance 2.0. Then connect the storyboard image, add the prompt, and send both of them into the video generation node. Now run the generation, and after just a few seconds, you'll be surprised by how well Seedance 2.0 can turn that storyboard into an actual video scene. It follows the storyboard structure incredibly well, which gives you a much more controlled way to continue your story instead of relying on random results. Alright, so far we've tested one way to continue the video, by generating a storyboard and using that as the base for the next scene. But now, let's try a different approach. This time, instead of continuing from a storyboard, we're going to upload the actual video itself and tell the model to continue the scene for us. And to make it even better, we're also going to give it the character sheets for the main characters, so it has stronger visual references while extending the video. We're going to do this on uart.ai. And by the way, I'll leave the links for every website used in this video down in the description, so you can follow the exact same workflow step by step. And here's the result. Honestly, I did not expect the model to be this smart. The level of accuracy was seriously impressive.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And here you can take a look at the prompt I used. And as you can see, it's not complicated at all. I simply told the model to continue the scene and then describe what I wanted to happen next. That's it. Nothing fancy, no crazy prompt engineering, no overcomplicated structure. Just a clear direction, a simple description, and the right visual references. And somehow, that was enough to get a really solid result. Now, to keep building the next scenes, we need to create a character sheet for the monster. And for this part, we're going to use CapCut. The reason is simple. CapCut has a really useful feature that lets you extract the exact frames you want from any video. So instead of guessing or taking messy screenshots, we can pick the clearest frames where the monster is visible, export them as images, and use them as references. Then we'll use those frames to create a clean character sheet for the monster, just like we did earlier with the female lead and the alien creature. This gives us much better consistency when we generate the next shots. Now we're going to use a different website to generate Seedance 2.0 videos. This time we're using Higgsfield. And the reason I'm showing you this is simple. I want to give you more than one option for generating Seedance 2.0 videos so you can choose the workflow that works best for you. Here, you'll upload the previous video along with the character sheet for the monster. Then, in the prompt, simply tell the model to continue the scene. Describe what you want to happen next based on the previous video and keep the direction clear. Then, run the generation. And in just a few seconds, the model will create the next video clip as a continuation of the previous one.
Keep going, you're close! Faster, the door's closing! Now!
I really hope you enjoyed this breakdown, and I hope it was helpful for you. If you like this kind of content, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. I'll be sharing more AI filmmaking workflows, more cinematic experiments, and more practical steps you can actually use in your own projects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.